M-E-L born. Melbourne. What's good?
Melbourne.
We are doing a friggin' tour.
Yes.
That's right. And the show this week is in Melbourne.
That's it. Tickets in description. It's going to be a harder one to get to if you don't have them by now because it's a bit smaller venue than Sydney, man. This is a tough one. They've been selling way before we got there. There's a couple left. This is no joke. Please go to the ticket link in the description. Head along. Melbourne's going to be crazy. We've got lots of little crazy little plans. And us doing a live show. Never before seen. Never before to be repeated at all ever again in our life. Real polished, real wild. It's going to make you scream. Something that you can see, something your friends can see. Doesn't matter if you know me, know Cam, know the podcast. You could know none of the above. You will like this show. It's built for anyone.
No rules. Spring break. All right, let's do the pod.
Hey, Megan.
Oh, my.
Nice.
This is God is Dead.
The podcast about the worst content on the internet.
The Your Pants Challenge.
We're not just telling these stories for nothing.
Yeah, the gay potion!
It's to answer one simple question.
Is this all proof that God has abandoned us?
Or are we going to be okay?
Chillfully thus far.
Today, we're doing a TikTok rap.
TikTok rap.
This is all the stuff that's made me feel a little bit, oh, God, this week.
That in a transcript?
Yeah, I can give you some hints about what we'll be discussing.
Oh, no. I want to go on fresh.
Wow, you want to go in fresh?
Yeah, man.
No
yeah,
tease.
Man.
All right, well, you got to trust me. If you
I'm
don't trust
trusting
me,
ya.
you will after this. This is going to be a bit of a journey.
Ooh, not the destination. God is Dead. Case 1.
Meaty flaps or no flaps?
Meaty flaps or no flaps?
Yeah, well, we're talking about vaginas.
Ah, cool.
Yes. Look, we haven't really delved into sex on the podcast before.
No, or in our personal lives.
No.
However,
These
seems
guys
like
aren't
some
afraid
TikTokers
to.
are.
Yes, these are the guys that have a podcast.
Oh my God.
And I don't know who the hosts are normally. I reckon it's the two tatted up guys, and they've brought in, or it's the two guys, and then they've brought in this old guy. I'll just play it for you, man. This is
Old guys talking about vaginas. That sounds like a great podcast.
what's super epic as well. Guys that aren't 10 out of 10s complaining about how vaginas look and like
there we
having
go.
real nitpicky preference about
There
them.
we go.
You
That's
know?
always it, isn't it?
It's never dudes that are like supermodels. It's just like some random guy being like, "Ugh, I don't know about that one." Sorry.
also just
What
like-
about you, dude?
Yeah, it's also bizarre. It feels very, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit heteronormative with this opinion, but kind of like not very manly.
Wow.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Well, let's have a listen.
yeah.
Let's have a listen.
Let's hear it out.
Don't like a shaved one. Like,
Oh, of course they look like that. Stringlet.
completely bald can be a bit creepy, especially if
yeah.
they've got like inny lips. You know, when they don't
Yeah.
have like the what's it
Flaps.
called?
Yeah.
When they have no flaps. And
Well,
it's
actually,
inny ones,
I would
like-
disagree. See, now, what I really like on a nude...
The appearance of this motherfucker's just the curveballs.
The
Like
Spinning Monkeys by Kevin MacLeod in the
Yes,
background, like
the
the
fucking
iconic stock music.
TikTok song too. TikTok's ruined that song. Whoever like you know.
That song was dead before it was made.
Man,
Yeah.
just this odd Hawaiian sort of like print-ish kind of shirt. Like, well, I think actually,
Like,
Jesus.
what do they call it? Like an Aldi Bill Nye kind of dude.
yeah.
See, now, what I really like on a nude, naked, completely shaven woman is when they have, well, that's what you'd call just a slit. Just that lovely, simple little slit.
Jesus Christ, this is
No, it's slit.
slits. Oh, golly, brother.
Not Leviosa. Slit. Fucking hell.
It's just lovely.
I like a big old meaty pair of lips.
What a cup of tea, dude.
Yeah, you'd like
makes
meaty
me,
lips, that
makes
is.
me vomit. Makes me absolutely...
Oh, he's vomiting at the...
What's with his diction? Vomit.
I'll listen to an audiobook by him.
Oh God, man. There's something about his voice that's quite compelling, but
I quite liked him. Yeah, it's like, you know.
the
like-
music is just so not appropriate. It's always like that music's always shit like, you know.
But imagine like the exact same clip, but with horror music underneath. How fucked up that would sound. That would sound like they are fucking scary.
Yeah, and so there you go. There's lots of ways that a vagina can appear, just like penises and anything on the human body in any capacity can appear in many different ways. Me and you don't look the same.
But we have identical dicks.
That's the one crazy thing about the pod. That's
Honestly,
how we came to
that's-
start
yeah.
it.
We
We
were
were at a dick
docking
inspection
and-
one day, and I
yeah.
was like, "Oh shit, should
Yeah,
we do the
yeah.
podcast?"
Yeah.
So yeah, there's TikTok number one.
Wow, dude. Wow, it's so fucked that that's even content. That they're just like, oh,
Oh.
fellas, what are we discussing today? Oi, puss. Yeah?
Yeah,
let's talk
yeah.
puss. Oi, what do you like in a vagina?
Sorry, man. Can we just maybe I reckon, hey, here's a cool thing. I know that scripting is a big ask, like, and I wouldn't recommend scripting a pod, but maybe something you can do that's really good. I find with like one tip I have for people that work in like formulaic type mediums, like let's say you make the same type of YouTube video all the time, just so you don't get stale. It's sort of like trying to write. Maybe you could write a big list of like different ways to describe. Let's say you're always talking about cam. You're always talking about I don't know. Let's say you're talking about fonts in that latest doco you did. There's going to be, if you're not careful, it's going to sound a bit repetitive because you're probably just talking about them in the same way, describing them in the same way.
Right, sort of vocal tics.
Maybe write a little list out of the different ways you could describe the fonts, and then like you've got that. Maybe we could have done that and for the vaginas, if we really wanted to do an episode about them, if you really were hell-bent on it, and not have kebab on the list. Do you know what I mean? It was too... I'm saying... I know I used the whole thing of it's how to not be boring, but I think they could have actually been a bit more boring in that one is what I'm saying.
It's like, I wanted to watch more of that. Like, I'm actually going to look that podcast up and be like, how fucked is this?
Who is the old man?
Also,
like,
none
is
of
he
them
just
are
one
on
of their
brand
dads?
with each other. There's like a dude who looks like he like literally eats steroids instead of food.
And then some
he's
real
just, like,
normal
tatted up.
office guy.
Yeah, and then there's some other dude who's like, yeah, just like a pint of ale, best night of my life. Yeah. Just like some English dude who like might have sex once a year.
Yeah.
And then this old dude who's like, mate, just come off tour with the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Nah, I kicked myself out for being a bit of a rat bag. And I'm like, how do you know each other? Apart from being English and white, you have nothing. And I guess, wanting to describe vaginas on a TikTok, you have nothing else in common. Get a better thread.
Maybe they're trying to show like, men, it's okay to talk.
This is men's shed. This is it. Mental health. Describe pussy.
That's going to be the thing they come out with when it's like, hey, that was such a fucked up TikTok. Like, there's so many things wrong with it. Actually, well... Do you want to have a look at the suicide rate of men before you say that? That's going to be their defense.
Do you want men to talk or men to stay quiet?
Yeah,
what do you want? What do you want?
We met up. You said to meet up and
you
talk
said
about our
express your
feelings.
I feel like I like the
feel like a
slit.
kebab. Yeah.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, tough one.
Yeah. Do you want to describe yours, or should we move to the next case? You got a good dick? You got a good little dick over there?
Little. Man, it's okay to speak.
Men, speak up. Speak up. Speak up.
Hello, it's Bryce here in editing mode. We recorded this a few weeks ago and just wanted to let you know in case you're wondering, hey, why didn't you talk more about this podcast? I've seen so much more since then. This is from a few weeks ago. I also looked into them a few weeks later. Man, there's so much worse on the podcast. It was genuinely a bit of a cesspool. So, look, I think we'll revisit these guys. Don't consider that chapter closed. They've since had their account removed from TikTok or they've deleted it. I can't tell at this point. And yeah, look, there's so much worse. It's so much more dead. God, when it comes to that pod. So leave it with us. We'll probably revisit that one in the future.
God is dead. Case 2.
Best teachers at St. Peter's.
St. Peter's, like in the inner west?
I don't know. There's probably a few St. Peter's schools, but to give you an idea, I see heaps of videos in this format, but they're sport ones. The title of the video will be like, best halfbacks in the NRL, and middle finger with the 5. And
it's just
Chad
like a ranking
Townsend,
video.
and it'll be like, no. What about Adam Reynolds? Almost. Then it'll be a new person comes on the screen. What about Mitchell Moses? Hell no. What about Jerome Hughes? Facts. Back it up. And that's the best one.
Yeah, awesome. I can't wait to see 1,000 of those.
So, just by describing it, you're going to get them in your feed too. Anyway, this is a bit scary. A little boy, presumably, has made one of those TikToks for teachers at his school.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Is it like teachers that he wants? Is it like TILFs?
It's just best teachers in St. Peter's ?
Okay.
Right. So it's not TILFs. All right. Relax.
Middle finger with the 5-6, 10 winners when we slide stick. Glock out the Draco, no round nigga with the slime. Shoot a nigga in his spine. Nigga snitch the cut time. 21. We the Fox 5 gang, niggas getting whacked, snitching on my facts. Back it up.
How did he get the personal photos, dude? Look, that's her fucking her and her husband and her kid.
I don't know. Maybe she's got a public Facebook page or
Dude,
something.
but that's not okay.
It's like a fan cam video.
Yes,
That's great.
he's made a fan cam video of his teacher, and dude, all the comments are like, where did you get these photos and why do you have them? That's so bad.
That. Oh, golly.
I'd be scared if I was that teacher.
Yeah, of course you'd be scared. But I mean, like, are we surprised that privacy is this compromised?
Oh, bro, there's definitely like, man, yeah. Kids are looking up their teachers online, and it's probably, maybe they're good at hacking, or maybe, you know, maybe she had a real name. I don't know.
A decent chunk of my friends are teachers.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just represents about a third of the people that I hang out with.
Interesting. I sent it to my friend who's studying to be a teacher.
And well, they talk about the same thing, right? They're like, oh, yeah, we often will get stalked. They'll often like try to look us up here or do this. Or they'll be like, oh, Mr. Elliot, are you in a band? I saw you in a band.
Oh, God,
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
He said it was fucked beyond recognition.
Really?
But he was like kind of being, you know, facetious. But
Yes. I think there's a bit of recognition. Next case.
Next case.
God is dead. Case 3.
Ultra specific advice.
Ooh.
Man, there's something about this. I posted it on my Instagram story. This might have been served to me because I went to Bali recently. I don't know.
Okay.
So this music is the first thing.
It's like the bit before the funk cowbell hits.
Yeah, it's a song but it's been slowed down. I forgot the name of the song. It's like a very common one for like bodybuilding stuff. And without looking at the text here, you can see it's a guy on a treadmill.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we're thinking it might be, you know, tips for dieting, tips for productivity, tips for being like on semen retention, tips for like if anything in that world.
Yeah.
What are you over there, loud and proud?
Yeah, brother. No fap life.
I only did it to have one child and now I'm back to no fap.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that one cum. I love her. Oh, I can't wait to tell everyone to listen to this podcast.
Here's what the text says over the top.
Yeah.
The 2 lies everyone tells themselves when they go to Bali. And what are the lies? I won't get drunk and like I won't like crash my scooter.
Yeah.
1, they'll wear a condom. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it Bali specifically? It's like, yo, it's too humid for this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
What's the next lie?
2, they'll do some work. They'll do neither, lol. If you want to relax and recharge, go for it. If you want to be productive, go elsewhere. So why is the condom 50% of the advice when the total
all of the
sentiment
follow-up
is
in
just
the
about
model.
being productive?
Being productive. I guess for me, it's that sort of...
Productive sex is sex that doesn't feel like unprotected sex or something?
No. I think it's the person trying to brag but also make themselves a martyr at the same time. Like, guys, I am literally such a sex magnet that I can't go to Bali to be productive because I just have to be... I got to fight the hose off with a stick,
I was
bro.
on my laptop at the cafe and these
Yeah.
girls just swarmed me and I told myself I was going to be productive, and worse than that, I thought I'd wear a condom if I did potentially maybe have sex, and turns out I didn't wear it every day.
And yeah, here we are. No work done at all. I didn't make even one TikTok.
Yeah, I just was on
what
my-
is work for this guy?
That's the thing. There's no extra information. He's on the treadmill. I just thought it was phenomenally specific.
Yeah.
Really specific. And if we go to his profile, right, this guy, he's a real like random username type beat. So I'm not even going to try. It's like user CZF, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, God, just pick something, dude.
Yeah.
Call yourself no condom Bali guy.
Bali productivity moment. Like, I don't know about all that. Let's go to the tweet.
Oh, yes.
From Iman, this guy. So Iman Gadzhi. Let's go to him because that is the guy who's actually got the tips. And let's see what his actual job is. He's got a blue tick. That's why I'm curious. Founder, Gents Croquet Club.
Oh, already off to a bad start.
Suit profile picture.
Oh, golly, Iman.
10 things I learned making $10 million in 2021. A thread. Giving away 1 Ethereum to one person who follows and retweets. Love heart. So this guy's a scammer.
Oh, my
like, allegedly, in my opinion.
You don't really need to know much more about him, do you?
No.
No, you're just like, bro, like none of those things that I just learnt about you make me like you.
The
Glad
gents,
you don't wear a condom though.
the Croquet Club is not just another metaverse project. It's an NFT club. Nice. Wealth creation, mentors, freedom. Well, that's the whole thing. You're not wearing a condom, right? Here's just some of his latest bangers, right? The wealthy own things and the rich pay to upkeep them. Brackets, renting is far more beneficial 90% of the time, though. Just a thought. The billionaires who scream climate change to you all fly their private jets to Davos. They also buy beachfront properties when experts predicted they'd be underwater by 2020. ... Wake up. We're ruining our oceans, pillaging our forests, but climate change is their next scam.
Ooh, all right.
This guy's got some fucking range.
I like a little bit of range in my.
Sorry,
in
we
my
got the
weirdos.
Bali stuff. We got the fucking
All right.
climate change is a hoax
Man, this guy's
stuff.
fascinating.
I'm rich, Russian, and petty. Formidable trio.
All right, no, yeah, I like him on.
The people who always told me to respect money never earned any. I have no respect for money. It's infinite, abundant. The central banks have proven it. This is why I burn thousands of dollars worth of candles and cigars every month. Definition of burning money.
I love this guy. What else does he do?
What the fuck? When you're dealing with a self-made man, it's a different caliber. You can smell the blood from his last hunt. See the intensity in his eyes. Feel the pain in his heart. A self-made man builds brick by brick for decades. Okay.
Good on you, brother.
Some of my heroes include Julian Assange and John McAfee.
Oh, really?
Real men. Men who stood for something.
John
Men-
McAfee's a freaking weapon.
Well, apparently they would die on their hill, and your heroes, Cam, are soft.
Oh,
media controlled.
my heroes.
Fake narrative to prop them up. They're part of the agenda.
I want to
Yeah.
do a case on John McAfee next. I really do. That's what it's triggered me. Like, do you know who he is?
I know he's the guy who made the McAfee stuff, right?
Yeah.
But he's
all the
like a-
antivirus software.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever seen like all of the stuff, like all of his like crazy life?
I know he's like out here, but I don't know.
As I said, I've had nothing to do with McAfee software for over 15 years. I've had more pressing things to do.
You know, I'm just looking at the Bali condom replies, and no one's kind of batting an eyelid. They're all just like, yeah,
Yep.
damn. Like,
That's how psycho. There he is. Go
Yeah.
off, King.
woo!
Say
Anyway,
some more wacky shit.
there you go.
Ah, good on him. I wish I meant that. God is dead. Case 4.
Barbershop TikTok.
Oh, you love this genre.
Well, it's back.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's hair erasure.
It's worse, dude. Make sure
Okay.
you watch the video for this. Before I even press play on the video,
Yep.
the kid is screaming.
Oh, the kid is not into that.
The kid is-
What is that? What is that fringe coming out the front of your hat?
Yeah, the guy.
Jeez, it's like
the
a devil
barber-
lock, like freaking Danzig, but like
The barber's got a
9.
back to front hat on with a stream of hair coming from the hole in the, like the snapback bit.
It's like a more efficient emo fringe. It's like, I only use the hair I needed.
This video has no dialogue, but it really paints a picture. He is yanking this kid around in his chair while he's screaming, red in the face, crying. When the haircut reveal happens, he's still screaming and crying. Like, on what planet is it a good idea to show that? This kid, he's got a fucking mad haircut now, but he doesn't, like, it's like he doesn't know where he is. He's
This
been
is like the
kidnapped.
least peaceful video that I've ever seen.
Look at the he like kisses the kid on the cheek while he's screaming. And then he's still like screaming for his life. He's ruffling up his hair. The kid doesn't know what planet he's on. Screaming, then
Slaps the camera.
wipe the camera.
Shows the eyes, and then brings it back.
Kid's looking like Lil Elvis and the fucking
And the
truck
kid's-
stoppers over here.
Oh my gosh.
I do not know how he even got him to sit still,
Yeah,
but
PCP the barber. Wow.
you barbershop guys, you barbers didn't listen to our episode on barbershop TikTok, clearly, because we went into this and we said that God was dead, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, come on, guys. Did you not listen?
So it's one like makes me think about, your LinkedIn guys that you follow. Are these just like
I
are
don't
these guys
follow
on
them.
are these guys on the same like tunnel vision thing of like, we just have to get a TikTok up today, boys. Like, what can we do? This kid's screaming his head off, but we need a TikTok, bro.
For me, it feels like a different vibe. Like, I definitely think that the LinkedIn people are tunnel visioned, where they're just like, I have set myself the goal of posting every single day, and I will do it because that is what X did, and he got amazing. I feel like these people are literally just like waking up, railing a fat line, and being like, let's fucking go.
There's less nuance and thought. Like, it's like less strategy.
Yeah. I do think where they sort of like the Venn diagrams overlap is in probably how little they think about the person that they are exploiting for content. So last week, we were talking about like, while Russia takes over Ukraine, I'm taking over Amazon. This guy's just like, all right, good, a new victim for the TikTok.
While the victim is sitting centimeters away from you with a facial expression that even the most sort of blind to facial expressions person would be like, oh, distress. Like, damn, this seems odd. Screaming. Oh.
Screaming, yeah, I recognize
Just
that.
mute the video, bro. Just mute the video. Like, we've got to get one up today.
Do you feel empathy for the child having his hair pulled?
Oh, yeah, man. There's this thing about having slightly longer hair than average boys that you just are a target for little things like that. You know, bullshit
It must have been hard for you growing up.
Well, what I will say, right?
There are some phone numbers in the description if this has brought anything up for you.
Before you go down that path, what I will say, right? Little thin hair Campbell over there.
Poor fucking thing. Oh my God.
What I will say though,
Bryce is a victim.
You know what's genuinely embarrassing? It's like my hair is like thicker, curlier hair, and it really should not be brushed or shampooed and conditioned with traditional shampoo and conditioner. And I was walking around looking like a fucking pube, right? Like a nutsack. And my parents, both of them, would always be like, with separate houses, like, why don't you wash and brush your hair? You need to wash and brush your hair. They make me do it, and it would just be fucking like I'd been electrocuted. And that was what they thought looked good, and it didn't. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying it looks perfect today, but I see where this kid's coming from. People think they know about this kid's hair. They don't know what to do with it.
No sympathy at all, Millsy.
He's screaming and crying.
None.
No, but think about it. I was
all.
a kid. I'm
No,
not saying this
still
as
none.
an adult.
Yep. I'm not changing my disposition here.
I think people will see my point of view.
Don't even have it for the subtle divorced parents reference.
You took Psalms over there. That's
not why I'm bald.
You said it was a contributing factor.
Oh, it was definitely a contributing factor. Yeah.
You were chasing a quick fix, bro.
I got on the baby roids.
Light roids.
I got on diet roids.
Yeah.
All right, should we end it?
Let's end it.
Let's judge.
Final judgment. If you never listened to the podcast before, the final judgment, we take the cases, we say, does this prove God is dead or alive? This is a few cases, so Cam, a pretty rapid fire one. Let's start with the vagina analysis TikTok.
Let's go. All right, that one's easy to write off. Men thinking that they have any sort of say over women's bodies, too easy. God's dead.
Absolutely
all right, what's
dead.
next?
Next is the the ranking teachers on TikTok and then finding personal pictures of them when you do the reveal of the best one. It's kind of a compliment, but an invasion of privacy at the same time.
I think that's what I like about it. It's like you know,
he's actually a fan.
Yeah. It's like you wouldn't get this, but this is something that I've heard about me. I've been called ugly hot before, and I'm always like,
I reckon
you
I'd be
would
up
get
there
it.
with
No, you're
ugly.
hot.
I don't
Stay
know
out of
about
this
all that.
long-haired pretty boy. No,
I don't know about
keep your
that.
fucking privilege. All right. As a 6 on the internet, I think, I'm quite familiar with the compliment insult. And however, the invasion of privacy, I mean, that I can't relate to just because so much of me is online.
Yeah.
But if I was a teacher and if I wanted to live my life in relative, humble, lovely anonymity, then yeah, I think I would be like, man, this is really cooked. Students can do anything. I can go down. Like, we're in the age where randos get cancelled. You don't even need a platform to like be attacked. There'll be a comment section full of people being like, oh, as if you didn't drag muscle, blah, 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 in there.
The problem is that, like, as much as I kind of part of it as an objective bystander, I'm like, damn, these kids are creative. That's kind of fun. Like, I do think, though, there's so many, teaching is already like a nightmare. And like, in terms of the amount of like, bureaucracy and the things that you have to, like, the hoops you got to jump through. So you've got like this teacher who's probably just had their pics taken from social media, but then who knows, some parent sees that and goes, wow, how come your pics were so easy to find? Instead of it being like, hey, why'd you make that TikTok? Parents are always like on the kid's side for some reason.
What was she wearing?
Like, it's
Don't
just,
you reckon? It's that argument, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, why did you have your privacy settings on? Yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna say God's dead, but like it is creative. It is creative, but I just wish he didn't do the full photo reveal at the end. Couldn't he have used official school data?
Just keep to the star photos. Yeah, the fan cam format though.
Funny to see.
Great as. All right, what's next?
Next is the hyper-specific Bali advice and this guy's whole vibe about like productivity in general.
I liked Iman for just being absolute lawless
in his own world.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I thought he was just like, he is fighting some sort of battle in his head that he needs to broadcast, and that's always funny to see as an onlooker, especially when the person is morally not what you agree with.
But it's
then you
also
can kind of
like,
have a bit of a laugh.
All these guys are selling like NFT schemes though.
Literally.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, oh fuck, like
yeah.
We can be like, damn, but there's like 16-year-old kids in the comments being like, yes, bro, I wish I could meet you, bro. Like,
yeah. Hey, if you're a young boy listening to this, don't like Iman.
Don't be doing those little setups.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Do chores instead.
Do chores. Eat your vegetables.
The metaverse will always be there, your chores.
Yeah.
You don't get to, think about it like this, you don't get to hustle chores as an adult. No one pays you to do the dishes as an adult. You may as well do it now.
However, I guess if there is a dude who could be potentially, I don't know, raw dogging his way around Bali, and if he is kept chained to a laptop by his own sort of principles, yeah, probably better. Yeah.
Improvement there.
Yeah, maybe God's alive because of like the twisted thinking and the rigidity that these people have applied to their own life that keeps them out of mind.
Yeah. All right. I like that.
All right. Okay. So one alive, two dead.
Last one, rapid fire. We have the upgrade to barbershop TikTok. Please
so
put that
psycho.
picture back on the screen.
Oh, was it Joel Haver who tried to popularize the word insano mode or insano style? I
have
can't remember
no
what it was.
idea.
Oh, I freaking love that dude. But yeah, that's what I think when I see this. It's so hectic.
We are going down this rabbit hole that like, it's just like, man, think about it. Every industry has this shit. It's like, you know, people decide they like donuts. Then you can buy donuts on top of a milkshake that's on top of a fucking monster truck, and people line around the block for it, right? There's no just happy medium. Barbershop TikToks go wild. It's like this guy's spraying this spray all over the kid, and then all these guys are ripping the wax off people's face and out of their ears where there's all these important hairs in your nose, particularly important hairs there, ripping them all out.
It becomes competitive, doesn't it?
Competitive, and it's like your service. These actually, it gets beyond the point where it's actually useful for someone. So like the donuts even, it's like, God, come on, no one's actually got an appetite for all of this. That thing, it's like, no, dude, I need those nose hairs, sorry. Like, then you've got this barbershop kid, it's like, sorry, my son's going to have nightmares for 10 years about this, and he's on the internet forever. Then it's like every other industry, you know, we talk about burgers do it. We talk about...
Oh, yeah, the burgers that are stacked super duper high.
Yeah, well, even like, you know, I'm sure there's podcasts that have just like... gone down a rabbit hole of like, oh, what can we do to make it? And then it's just too much. Too much is going on. Slit. Yeah, you've got like 3 dudes being like,
Can we put that in the intro now? Can we put that in our intro?
It feels like intro tier, doesn't it?
It really does. That's intro tier.
Please let us know.
Oh, yeah. If you want slits in the intro for this show, please let us know. So what do you reckon? I reckon like, do you think that this is the final form? Because I don't. I feel like we're like 30%. This is the Black Alien Project.
The Black Alien Project for haircuts.
We are 30% of the way into seeing pyrotechnics and stuff in barbershops.
Oh, man.
Imagine that.
You know,
Imagine that. Like, they're like, to celebrate this 4th of July, I'm going to light this dude's hair on fire.
You know, it's like, you know how like now you can be at the dentist and it's like you can watch a movie.
Oh,
remember my friend's dad's dentist that have the ads on the radio? It's like, I watched Finding Nemo when I had my thing done. And then this doctor might be like, what's up? We got TikTok now installed, so you can scroll and you can watch. And then this kid's looking up slit. That's what we're gonna get, and that'll be 80% there.
Yeah.
Hey kid, do you know much about downstairs? Oh, dude.
Don't worry. Here's 3 dudes who've seen 2 vaginas between them.
Yeah.
Who can tell you everything you need to know.
They've got too much
confidence.
They've got too much. They're too entitled to sort of have. It's not a menu that you like customize, and you go, I don't like when there's pickles in my burger. Like, sorry,
I
bro.
just feel it, particularly the dude in the blue shirt. He would be just
Yeah,
so
come on,
grateful to get a crumb. That
No doubt.
Yeah, but then he's trying to act all tough in front of his buddies.
I think that's a little bit of what's going on.
And so now he's like, well, yes, I suppose I am enough of a sex magnet to also be picky, to also have rejected a woman on the precipice of sex because I get so much of it that is meaningless to me unless she has a good vagina. You know what I'm saying? All right, so onto this barbershop one.
Yeah, barbershop is just it's a sign of the times we're in now, where even a business, like we said last time, is not immune from the one-upmanship of social media, but it's actually affecting real lives.
I also think that the acceleration of general pacing within videos has obviously increased. And this is from somebody who has diagnosed ADHD. But I quite like when things keep me entertained. So, like, you know, when you watch like an old movie, like call it like a 50-year-old movie, and you're like, fuck me, Dad, this is
Boring.
slow. And then you watch something from the 90s, and you're like, oh, yeah. And then you watch something from now, and you're like, yeah, Ryan Reynolds, kill the bad guys. And then
bad
you watch
guys.
a YouTube video, and people are starting to use that, or not starting, I mean, it's probably 5 years old, of people using this kind of like meme here, meme there, and like, you know, you're like, okay, got it, this will keep my attention to the end.
Someone asked me the other day, right? You know, you watch videos and it has video game footage in the
Oh,
like
yeah,
half
yeah,
the
like the
screen.
Andrew Tate videos.
Someone being
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why is that there? I was like, man, it keeps you watching.
Keeps you watching. Yeah. While you're listening to the podcast. I mean, like was it Leafy who pioneered that?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe. There's a
yeah.
guy
It
on
was Leafy
Memulous
this
who
year.
does it as well. It's kind of a common...
that was like the first dude to do it.
Yeah, gotcha.
But, yeah, obviously with TikToks, like TikTok, its own format satisfies that part of my brain, but now it's within TikToks. So now it's like these 6 seconds of this barbershop could have been so boring that I might not have made it to second 4 because there is so much supply and the demand is only me.
To be fair, there is also the side of barbershop TikTok though, where it's like, guy wants to like sit down
Culture
and
King's
chop it
energy?
up, and no, like getting the life story, like, hey man, there's this guy Vic, and he's like, hey man, I want to bless you with a haircut, and then he's always asking like, what are your fears, what are your goals, whatever. His videos do really well too.
Oh, that's cool. That's
so
cool. There's a
there
bit
is
more
hope
depth
out there, you know,
Yeah,
but we're not
yeah.
examining him or examining
I
this
did roll
guy.
my eyes at the start because I thought it was going somewhere else. But so I'm gonna say God's alive because it's awesome. No, God's dead.
Oh,
God's
yeah,
dead.
sorry,
God's
these guys
so
aren't content
dead.
creators, they're barbers, dude. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, the barbers and meth heads. God's dead.
God's dead. Melbourne. This Friday.
Hello, it's Bryce again in editing mode. Just quickly, Bryce, you got it wrong. Melbourne show is on Saturday. We'll see you there.
It's Monday. That means you have about 4.5 days to book, and they will sell out.
They will. So think about that. Ticket link in the description. That pause was for you to think.
It's dramatic. It makes you lean in. Live show. Think
Yeah.
about it. We're not doing this anywhere else. This is not a podcast. It's for anyone that hasn't seen the podcast or has. Everyone can enjoy. We're going to go absolutely wild. We've been writing this for 3 years. It's very exciting to get it on the road. So get your tickets. Make sure you're there. That's the only way to make sure you can see the show. We're not going to put any footage up. Not going to do anything like that. Tickets are in the description.
Also, this is pre-recorded, but Sydney went ape shit.
Sydney was a movie.
We did this before the Sydney show.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so good. It was
Yo,
honestly epic.
dude. Hometown show. Everyone was
oh,
like...
bro, everybody clapped.
The
And
bit
that
where they were
boy
throwing
was-
tomatoes at us, that
Oh,
was
man.
actually...
Elon Musk rocked up.
Yeah, that was them saying it was
honestly hyper.
Man, legit epic hyper.
Yeah.
So look, we're feeling...
Yeah. So buy a ticket. Brizzy, Newey, Canberra, you know
You're
the
up
deal.
next.
And for all the rest of you, share this with 35 friends.
That's it. Just DM some people with a link to either the Spotify or the YouTube. Both have the video now. And follow us at God Is Dead Not Clickbait everywhere. Strictly69 online.
Bryce Females, Brycey Millsy, love you.
Not quite. Love you.